Let me report on this. Jeff Flake was for, Jeff Flake is somebody that we've been for. Jeff Flake is one of the guys who's the best on the economy. Jeff Flake is a friend. Jeff Flake is a guy I supported for to be the senator. I fought for Jeff. And all of a sudden, he is for comprehensive immigration reform. We have him on. He doesn't make any sense. We're like, Jeff, you're misguided. You're misguided. Well, let me give you a couple of new details. Now he has flip-flopped on gun control. Now Jeff is suddenly for gun control. And he says he's doing it because maybe he can get a better deal on the internet tax, that maybe they won't pass the internet tax. If he gives in on guns, then we won't get the internet tax. I'll take the damn internet tax over you taking my guns. So I said this morning in a meeting, I said, call Matt Kibbe. I want to know, because FreedomWorks has always been behind Jeff Flake. Find out where Jeff Flake is. What is happening to him? Let me get the opinion of FreedomWorks. Well, here's why FreedomWorks has credibility. I just got this note from Matt Kibbe, and I wrote back to him. I said, can I use this on the air? And he said, go for it. I'm about to take off on an airplane, so I can't be on the air with you. Don't forget, Jeff also voted for cloture on the internet tax bill, claiming he wanted to not be an obstructionist. The vote on the rule is everything in the Senate. Once they got to 60, there was no chance of stopping final passage. So he effectively voted for that massive power grab, even though Harry Reid skipped the committee process and brought the rule to the Senate floor without any notice. None of these guys had any idea what they were even voting for. I'm sorry to say, I think Jeff has gotten in with a bad crowd, and he's spending too much time with John McCain and Lindsey Graham. I think we've lost. Wow. I think we've lost Jeff Flake.
That's a powerful statement from
FreedomWorks.
From FreedomWorks.
It's
FreedomWorks.
May.
It's May, and they love this guy.
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Oh, jeez.
That's
powerful,
unfortunate.
powerful people. When you can turn a guy like Jeff Flake this quickly,
4.5 months.
4.5 months, they're powerful.
Jeez.
I am calling a friend of mine who happens to be LDS. He happens to be a member of my faith. And the members of the Utah Republicans have suddenly decided that they don't think they should do firesides anymore. Well, what are firesides? In my faith, Sunday night is a time you bring an expert into the church, and they'll talk about whatever it is. They'll talk about faith in their job. They'll talk whatever the topic is. And the Republicans in Utah, and Utah, you should pay attention to this, they've suddenly decided that it would be best, because it's too controversial, it'd be best if they just didn't speak at firesides anymore. I'm calling my LDS friends from Utah that are in Washington, D.C., and telling them, you better stand up against this, you're going to lose your soul. And here's why. I give talks at the firesides. And, you don't talk necessarily about political stuff. And every time I go into a church and I speak, whether it's my church or another church, I know whose time I'm on. I'm not on my time. I'm on God's time. And every time I give a talk, that's when I realize, am I off course? Because I have to reset. I have to make sure. I have to look up at the stars and see, okay, have I drifted? Because I'm saying this now in church on God's time. It keeps you centered. They know that. I swear to you, they know that. And so that's why they're suddenly saying, we shouldn't talk in church. It is powerful evil that is going on. You can lose these guys in a heartbeat. And you know what? It's not them anyway. It's us.